Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Welcome to the science class. How are you, dear students? This is our lecture number 35. This is your science book. Alhamdulillah, once we have completed our course according to the scheme of studies, and I have told you about the true false. Now, for the exams preparation, we are going to revise all units. Today, we are going to revise unit number 5, then I will tell you more things in detail in this lecture. So concentrate on the video and see carefully and try to understand all the process about the life cycle of plants. We will do the reading again to make your reading perfect, and please you also read all the units by your own. When we finish this lecture, then after completing the class you have to read by your own to make your reading good. Reading is a very important tool for your education. So if your reading is good, you are perfect in reading, then you can learn everything and you can understand everything. Okay, children? Good. Let's start. Plants are producers and make their own food. All of you know that only plants are the producers in all living things. They produce their food by their own. They do not need any food from outside. They prepare the food inside them. But the human beings and other animals, they need to eat. They need to get the food from outside to get energy and to grow. But plants make their own food. So that's why they are producers and other living creatures are the consumers. They differ greatly in size, shape, and the type of environment in which they live. I'm going to show you, look how many different type of plants and trees you can find in the world. Look, these are the, look how different. One type of plant is this, like this, like this. These all are the different type of plants. And here also you can see the parts of the plant. Here is the root, then this is the bulb, this is shoot. These are the thread-like material roots, stem, thorn, stalk, bud, and flower. And these are the leaves. And these are the different type of plants and trees. As you can see how many different type of trees you can find. Olive tree, and this is elm tree, red muff, pine tree. Look how beautiful this tree is. Look, it's, I think it's too old. This tree is, you can see the thread-like material. Look how beautiful it looks. In this, look, the branches of the trees. This is the stem and this is the part of the stem. Look how beautiful it is. Understand, children? So as we read here, the plants differ greatly in size, shape, and the type of the environment. So all these shapes, types depend on the environment and the different places of the world where they are grown. Okay. Now, the life cycle of a plant. We have seen the types of plants and we know that plants are the producers, but how plants reproduce? What is the process of their recycling? The life cycle is like the seed germinates, then the plant grows. You already knew it, Alhamdulillah, very well, that first the plant comes, a small plant comes from the seed. When it breaks, then the plant grows, then plant flowers, then fruits. From the flowers we get the fruits, and inside the fruit there are seeds, and again seeds start the new life. And sometimes when in plants and trees where there are no fruit, there are seed pods. The plant starts life as a seed which germinates and grows into a plant. The fully grown plant produces flowers, The flowers produces seeds in a fruit or seed pod. The seeds germinates. Sprout means the new plant coming out from it to produce new plant. Let's see, like this life cycle of plant. Look, there is a small seed. It starts sprouting, germinating. Small first root comes, then the small plant is coming out. It comes out from the ground. It starts growing, becoming bigger. Look, then again here comes the flower. Look, all this process takes maybe months or maybe days, maybe some weeks. Different plants have different time of growing. Look, roots are becoming long, it's become big, and then from these flowers again seeds get out. This is the seed pod, and the seeds goes again to the soil, and again the new plant comes. This is why, that's why we call it the life cycle. It grows on, it's continue. You can see here, this is the life cycle of sunflower. First it's seeds, in from the soil roots comes, then plant becomes bigger. Roots, look how many roots are in the soil. Then plant become, here comes the flower, and here is the fully bloom flower. You can see this is the life cycle of sunflower. And you can see here the life cycle of apple tree. Look, from where it starts, from here. A man put the seed into the soil, seed planting, then germination, then sprout, that little plant coming out, then seedling means it's becoming bigger, then the trees with flowers, then from the flowers we get the apple, and then when we eat apple or it falls down, seeds are coming, and again the process of growing starts. This is called life cycle. Understand? Okay, let's move to the next page of the book. How plants reproduce. Now, what is the process of reproduction of the plants? You know the life cycle, but how this life cycle starts? In order for a flower to produce fruits with seeds, the pollen from one flower has to be carried to another flower. Pollen is a yellow dust. It is carried by the wind and water, or by some insects such as bees, butterflies, or by hummingbirds. How the plants are reproduced, that from the, to produce the fruits and the flowers, what happened? The pollen, there is a yellow dust. Let's see here. How plants, this is the reproduction of plants called the pollination. It, look, here is, these are the yellow dust. This, like this. They move from one flower to another flower, and by this the fruits produce in the plant. You have seen this picture already, how the different insects transfer the pollens from one flower to another flower. We call these insects pollinators because they helps in the process of pollination. Visit flower and collect nectar. Yes. Pollen is rubbed onto pollinators. Bees visit the flowers to collect the juice inside it, but when they are drinking the juice or taking the juice, these pollens rubbed into rook onto pollinator's body. They stuck into pollinator's body, then pollinator carries pollen on its body to another flower. When these insects come to the next flower, then these pollens go inside it, and then we have the fruit under the flower. Pollen is deposited on the stigma in the process. This part of the flower is called stigma. By this process, by the pollination, the plants reproduce. How plants reproduce? By the pollination. Okay, now how seeds spread? When we have the fully grown flowers and the fruits, then how the seeds transfer from one place to another, that we have the new new plants or new trees. Let's read. When a fruit breaks open or dries up, its seeds may fall into the soil near the plant. Sometimes the seeds are carried away to places far away from the plant by wind, water, or animals. Some seeds are collected by humans and planted in the soil. How seeds are spread? As you can read here, that by the wind, water, or animals, or sometimes this process, planting by the animals, is called the artificial process or man-made. That man collect the seeds and deposit it into the soil, and we have the many plants there or trees there. But the natural processes are wind, water, or through animals, as you can see here. How do seeds get planted by nature? Sometimes it drops from the flower or fruits break down. Then the lightweight seeds carried out by the wind or the water or some animals take it. Look how the seed pod open, and when it dries up, seeds fall onto the ground into the soil and new plant grows. Look, when sometimes apple it dries up or by the heavy winds it falls down, then it dries up or eaten by the animals, then seeds go into the soil, or when rain is here by the water it transfer from one place to another like this. Look how sometimes how the seed pods or the flower falls on the ground and it breaks like this. Look, these are the seeds. You can see the seeds. Then they again go into the soil and new plants come. That is how the seeds are spreads from one place to another. Good. It's look interesting. Good. Let's move to the next page. Now the third part of this unit is the how plants make food. First we have studied about the life cycle, then how the plants reproduce and how seeds spread, and then how plants make food. As you can see in the picture, let's read photosynthesis. Say this word again. Look, photosynthesis. Synthesis. Photosynthesis is the process by which plants use sunlight, water, and carbon dioxide to make food or for themselves. As I told you, plants are producers, they make their own food. So by the use of sunlight, water, and carbon dioxide, plants make their food. The green color in most plants comes from a chemical called chlorophyll. 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 What's this word? Photosynthesis. And this ch sound chlorophyll. Okay. During the day, chlorophyll takes energy from sunlight. Plants use this energy to make food. The food is made from water, minerals, and carbon dioxide. At the same time, plants also make oxygen. The plants use some of this oxygen and give out what they do not need. So we see that plants are very useful. They produce the oxygen that we need to stay alive. If plants do not produce oxygen, then how can we get the oxygen for our life? So that's why plants are very important and the plants are very useful for us, and we need to plant new plants in around us where we are living. We need to grow the plants and trees to get the more and more oxygen. If the oxygen become less in your body, then it will be very dangerous for us, for our health. As you know, nowadays the COVID-19, the disease, the virus corona which attacks on our lungs. So the oxygen level in our body becomes low. That's why it's very serious. COVID-19 makes problem in our body in lessing down the oxygen. So oxygen is very important. The food made by the plant is used to make it grow because they need the energy. They get it from the sun and they make their food and then they grow. The food may be stored in the root, stem, leaves, fruits, and seeds. Understand? Do you know? If plants could not turn the sun's energy into food, humans and animals would all die. That is because we eat all sorts of things that grow on plants, such as leaves, seeds, fruits, roots, nuts, and vegetables. Okay, let's see here the process of photosynthesis, how the sunlight, the light energy, what plants need. And then from the air, carbon dioxide goes in, light energy goes in. From the soil, roots take the water and the minerals. They all goes inside the plant. Then plant makes oxygen and glucose. It's the glucose means the food of the plant. In the leaves, the food is produced in the leaves and they give out oxygen and they use some part of glucose and oxygen for their growing and then get away the rest of. Here again you can see sunlight giving oxygen away, taking carbon dioxide in. In air we have carbon dioxide and oxygen and other gases in the air around us, around the plants. So they take carbon dioxide and give away oxygen, and oxygen is very important for the human beings and the animals. Look, the leaves take in carbon dioxide from the air and release oxygen. The plant draws up water and minerals from the ground through roots. Look, minerals and water they are taking in. Sunlight gives chloroplast energy to make sugar, to make food. Sugar means food. We call it glucose as well, but it's the food of the plant. Chloroplast energy means the chlorophyll. This is the process of photosynthesis. This is all the chapter about the life cycle, the reproduction, and the making of food, photosynthesis in the plants. Now I'm going to tell you how you prepare for your exams, as our exams inshallah will be online. So you need to revise, you need to learn from this chapter. We have these true false. You must learn these. As you can say, plants are producers and make their own food. Yes. All plants are of same sizes. No. I have shown you the different sizes and different types of plants, so this sentence is wrong. The plant starts life as a seed. Yes. The flowers produce seeds in fruit or seed pod. Yes. The seeds germinates to produce new plants. Yes. Pollen is a black dust. No. Remember, pollen is a yellow dust. So it's wrong. Plants make their food in the leaves. Yes. We eat all sorts of things that grow on plants. Yes. The food made by the plant is used to make it grow. Yes. During the day, chlorophyll take energy from the sun. Yes. Okay. These all true false taken from your chapters. And then we also have the MCQs. The information is same, but it will come in your exams in different ways, like in the form of true false, or like in the form of MCQs, or in the form of short questions. So you must understand the lesson very carefully. Let's see the MCQs. Plants are what? Consumer, producers, or decomposer? Plants are producers. Life cycle of a plant has dash stages. How many? 6. The fully grown plant produces flowers. The information is same. You have seen here also in the MCQs. in in true false and also in MCQs, but you have to read it again and again to clear the concept in your mind. Dash is a yellow dust, pollen. There are dash main parts of a plant. How many parts? Four. Dash is the process by which plants make food for themselves. What is the process? Photosynthesis. I have told you. Every plant starts life as a seed. Seeds are spread by water, sun, or carbon dioxide. Obviously, they spread by water, wind, and animal. But here is only one thing mentioned, so we select water. We have some more. The seed is the inside the plant's roots, leaves, or fruit. Plants make their own food using energy from the sun. A seed dash, when it begins to grow into a plant, a seed germinates like this. The green color in most plants comes from a chemical called chlorophyll. During the day, chlorophyll takes energy from sun. Plants make dash that we need to stay alive. Oxygen, nitrogen or carbon. It's oxygen. Carbon dioxide. The dash made by the plant is used to make it grow. The food. These are the MCQs. Then we have also the short question answers. Again, the information is same, but it comes in the different way in the form of question answer. How many steps are there in the life cycle of plant? There are 6 steps. What is produced by fully grown plants? Flowers are produced by fully grown plant. How do seeds spread? Seeds are spread by wind, water, and animals. What is the name of the chemical which makes the plants green? It is chlorophyll. What is the name of a process by which plants make food? It is photosynthesis. Must learn this spelling properly. They will come in your exams. So the true false MCQs and short question answers, you have to prepare these all and also learn the spellings of answers. Then they will help you in getting the 100% inshallah. Okay, children. Now we have revised our unit number 5, life cycle of plant. Alhamdulillah, and I hope you all understood and ready to practice it again to learn all the things for your final exam. It's a final exam. That's why we are concentrating on each and everything again and again. Okay, children? Now we have assignment for you. It's very easy. What are this assignment? Draw the following diagrams. This is this diagram and this. These two diagrams. Draw in your notebook whenever you get the time. Okay, it's a fun for you. It's just to make your drawing good. So you draw it in your notebooks in a neat and clean writing, then color it and enjoy. Okay, okay, children. Take cares. Bye bye.